Hey Pisces, my beautiful home team. Welcome back to the channel and happy Magic Moon Monday. So before we even got started, I heard that song Breathe, and it goes, oh, breathe, just breathe. So there may be something going on where it's really asking you to take a pause, collect yourself, and allow yourself to exhale and to breathe in a new life force, a new energy. I know we just went through eclipse season and I hope everybody made it out unscathed. But this eclipse season was really big. It was a really huge game changer for a lot of us. So if you are interested in a personal reading, I am now doing personal readings. The description box, the link is in the description box below this video. So that is now open for any of those who would like some guidance or who really are just needing an ear. So, all right. So right off the bat, we have patience, breathe. So there's been a lot of shifts. There's been a lot of changes. There's been a lot of integrations happening. And now this is a new time for Pisces especially to step into that leadership role. And I think that that's also been a big shift and a change for a lot of us because we're so used to moving with the tides. We're used to being mutable. This is a superpower for us, but we hold such innate wisdom and we have perspectives that are different. So now the world is really looking to alternative measures to help heal, to help uplift, and to help lighten the load of many. So doing things in different ways than you would have done before, that is really going to help to shift and to make this energy a little bit easier to navigate. So when we have the seeker, so I think you guys are really starting to lay new foundations, lay new roots of things. And the ways that we have been doing is now being shifted. It's being a little bit turned topsy-turvy is what I'm hearing. But do what we do best, flow with the tides, because as we shed and we allow more room and more space for new integrated versions, we're going to have more opportunities that are better suited for us. So I'm going to pull some from the Halloween Oracle here, and spooky season it's pretty much here. So we're gonna roll into and see what this says. So Skull of Darkness, blind spots. Yeah. So where is it that you are feeling a little bit challenged, a little bit resistant? That is something that I would challenge you to sit down and to take notes. These blind spots they hold little pockets of treasures and they hold pockets of wisdom. So blind spots within the ways that you are operating, thought processes I'm hearing. And that could be fear, anxiety, anything about surrounding this new way of integrating. Where are these blind spots popping up? And then we have graveyard, unnecessary fear. Yeah. So some of you guys may be fearing that the way that you are walking or the way that you are presenting yourself may not be received well. But as long as you are walking in authenticity and you are walking from a place of knowing your purpose, those people, those opportunities are going to start to magnetize to you. And oftentimes when we are going through a big shift and change, it feels like we're losing control. But we also know that control is a little bit restricting. So as a Pisces, releasing this control and leaning into being a little bit more free, being more mutable is actually going to help us move into a better version. So we have solidarity, rise of the inner warrior. Yeah, okay. So I think you guys are really starting to build something that is going to help serve the collective. And it may not be in a traditional sense. So I think you guys are starting to put your own spin on something that may look a little avant-garde to the collective, which is an amazing thing. That's what we do best. So let's get a little bit deeper into the tarot, shall we? Alrighty. I know for me, this eclipse has been a whole whirlwind of changes. I still am a massage therapist and esthetician, but I was working at a spa, and now I am just doing my own thing. I am making tarot more of a priority. I also make candles. I have my own kind of a metaphysical and wellness brand that I am really dedicating my whole entire energy force to. And I noticed that I have a little pocket to be able to fuel into that. And I had to release the thing that I was leaning so hard into to supply me for my foundation and my finances that it was depleting my vision. So that may be something for you guys that if you are in a position to be able to, you know, release something that served you in the past, but now it's not feeling like it's serving as much as it used to. So right off the bat, we have the Page of Potions in reverse. We have the King of Potions, the Seven of Candles. We have the Knight of Needles and the Four of Presents and the Two of Needles. Okay. And then we have the Hierophant at the bottom of the deck in reversed. All right. So we're going to get a little bit of clarification on these, but right off the bat, I'm really feeling like there is an old way that you have been feeling about something. And I'm also seeing and hearing that you are no longer putting your energy into things that feel immature or feel like they are not going to get you to where you ultimately want to be. And this is potions. So this is all, this is cups energy. So this is heart, surrounding the heart. So you are releasing the things that in the past have been pretty self-sustaining, but now I think that you have elevated and you have grown to be able to accept bigger offers, bigger cups. And now you're seeing that your efforts, you are now doing the bigger thing. You are going towards the bigger cup because you know it's going to be more fulfilling and more substantial for you. And you can see the smile on his face. He is like, I got this. I am good. But this is going to require a little bit of effort. So we have the Seven of Candles here, which I'm going to clarify. Spirit, what's going on with the Seven of Candles? And this is the Seven of Wands. Ooh, we have the Fool. New ways of doing things. Temperance. That's that patience energy. And we have, oh, the Star. Okay, so what are you guys doing? Please drop it in the comments below. What is it that you are manifesting? What is it that has changed and what has shifted for you to be able to move into a new direction, a new expansive direction? And then we have the Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck. I love this. So the Seven of Candles or the Seven of Wands, this is very much a do not give up on your vision. Do not give up on your goals. This is really like, and I'm seeing a lot of tears here. So you may be starting here down at the bottom, but there's going to be this elevation of growth. It's not going to be a linear line. So whatever it is that you're working towards, have the patience, have the vision, have the sight that is going to be able to help fuel this. This is a lot of fire energy. So moving from having that ignition, that spark. And once you have those little glimmers that it's starting to work, know that, again, it's not going to be a line that goes like this. It is going to take patience, it's going to take resilience, and it's going to take strategy. So whatever it is that you are working towards, this is a new way of being. This is a new adventure. This is a new idea. This is a new way that you are showing love. So oftentimes when there is a new opportunity that is presented to you, it means that there has been a shift in you. There has been a shift in your heart. There has been a shift in your energy. And now I think, again, you are accepting bigger offers. You're accepting bigger things by releasing the things that are only going to get you a quarter of the way there. Now you are choosing those things that are going to give you more momentum with this Knight of Needles here. So this is the Knight of Swords. And this is a fast moving knight. This is actually one of the fastest moving knights behind the Knight of Wands. So, but I'm feeling like you guys are, we don't have any pentacles here. So I feel like there's a little bit of uneasy energy in this reading because it's not rooted and it's not grounded yet. I don't think that you guys have necessarily found a way to really put it in the 3D quite yet where it's sustainable. So you may be kind of juggling a bunch of things at one time, which that feels very energy depleting, but make the decisions based on your dreams and on your goals and take practical steps to get there. So with this Four of Presents, I'm going to get some clarification on this. Four of Presents can be a level of perseverance and also kind of holding on to things. But I think that that's shifting and that's changing. So, ooh, yeah, you got the Eight of Cups here. So moving away from breadcrumbs. You're moving away from people, places, things, and then we have the Seven of Wands again. Yeah. So you're moving away from, we've got the Queen of Wands at the bottom of the deck clarifying this. I love this. This is a shadow work queen. Yeah. So when we're moving into the darker time of the year. So this is the perfect time for shadow work. So working on the fears, working on the anxieties, working on anything that you feel, working on the blind spots that are holding you back. So what is it? Is it fear? Because we did have the unnecessary fear at the bottom of the deck here. But really ask yourself what that is and get familiar with it and allow yourself to feel the fear and do the thing anyway. So with this Four of Presents, I think that you guys have been in a state of lack for quite some time. And I think I'm also seeing here that things have been presented to you like they are presents, like they are the shit. You know, this is the bee's knees. This is exactly what you need. This is exactly what you want. But it has been like a page offer to keep you comfortable, to keep you in a space of feeling a bit stagnant. And I don't think that you are feeling the fulfillment that you used to feel from this because, and we have the Eight of Cups here, and the Eight of Cups, this is the only card with an eclipse on it. So I think with this eclipse season, you have been seeing a lot of things clearly. So he's walking away, and red indicates action. He is walking away from all of these cups that are in the background. So the things that used to give him love, used to fill up his cup, but he's like, there's two other cups missing. I'm going after the two more cups that are going to make this a 10 of Cups situation for me. So, and this is very much like, yes, do that. Move forward in the unfamiliar direction. If you have of course, make sure that you have, if this is a career situation, make sure that you have the finances to sustain this, or you have another side gig that you're being able to fuel, but you're really shifting directions and you are standing up for this. You are standing up for your vision, your goals, your dreams. You are the star. You know that if no one's going to do this but you, and you have a vision that is going to help serve the collective in a much bigger way than I think a lot of people realize. And I think you have been wrestling with this idea for quite some time, and you've been diligently putting in the work towards something, but you haven't really necessarily seen the big pentacles. You haven't seen the big fruits because your energy has been divided. It has been so shifted to be able to, make the bag, make the money. But now I really think that that's shifting and changing, and you are letting go of commitments that don't align with your vision. And that is beautiful. When you do the thing, you are showing spirit that you are committed to the soul contract that you did that you signed on for when you came down here. And just because something has served you in the past doesn't mean that it has to continue when you have shifted and changed. So I'm going to actually want to get a little bit more clarification on this Two of Needles. Spirit, why is this Two of Needles here? The page, yep, Page of Swords. Okay. Yeah, so you guys have been diligently working on a new idea. And you have been thinking about moving forward. Ooh, we've got the King of Pentacles down at the bottom of the deck. Okay. So I think you're not quite sure if this is going to be lucrative. And that's why you haven't necessarily moved forward with the whole thing yet. And we do have the Five of Pentacles, we have the Page of Swords, and we have the Two of Wands here. So I think that this Five of Pentacles is actually in the blind spot area. So if you are moving from a place of scarcity, from a place of lack, of wondering like, okay, well, am I going to be able to make this a thing? Am I going to be able to pay the bills? This is a blind spot. And knowing that these people are outside of a church that will gladly let them in, give them the warmth, give them the food, be hospitable to them, but they have to shift their reality out of the lack and move towards a more abundant and a more freeing mindset. I'm hearing that song, Free Your Mind, the rest will follow. So this really is a big mindset shift. And I love this because that is when you are going to be able to get the pentacle. I think you just need a few little glimmers, a few little nuggets of information that are going to be like, yes, this is the way. So ask Spirit, ask your guides to give you some of those nuggets, to give you some of those glimmers that are allowing you to know that you are going in the right direction. Actually, let me get some of these psychic cards. Okay, Spirit, what else does the collective need to know? Heartache and loss, material harvest. Ooh, okay. So we have this heartache and loss. So some of you guys may be grieving a loss of somebody in your life who you may have lost in this cycle of ascension. And this is hard. This is hard to know that not everybody can come with you. Not everybody can move up to the next level with you because you have been operating or you have had attachments that are not in alignment with who you are now. You are not accepting anything less than a grand, big, soul, authentic connection. And that goes for platonic, that goes for friends, family, and that also goes for lovers. And I think that that is maybe causing a little bit of loneliness, but know that you are making the right decision. You are making the right choice, because if you have energies that are infiltrating your system that are not in alignment with your beliefs, your values, your goals, you're going to continue to placate, and you're going to continue to lower your standards for things that are not going to get you to this big King of Pentacles or King of Cups. And we are not choosing the less than offer anymore. We are choosing the big, the grand. We are worth that. We are worth the love that we give out. And we have the material harvest. Yeah, I think this is something that you guys are wanting and you are fueling your energy towards. So the more that you put towards taking practical steps and practical goals to whatever this vision is, and the more that you look at those blind spots and you release old processing, old patterns, you're going to reap this harvest. And this is going to also cause enlightenment and to help you move up in that tier system, that tier level, to the next thing, to the next goal. It's going to take patience, and this is a whole process. And then we have love begins at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, and this is going to help move you into new opportunities that are going to pull in more energies suited for you, more loving energies that are not just self-serving. And let's see where this is. Spirit, what advice is here? We have patience. Okay, we've got 2 patience cards, actually 3, including the temperance. We have 3 patient cards on the table right now. So this is a really big theme that is going to need to be taken away from this whole entire reading. And listen, so there's really an emphasis on slowing down. Slow down what it is that you're doing. I'm also hearing refinement. Refine what it is that you are doing. And then we have a fresh start. I love this. Fresh start. Yep. New ways, new beginnings. So really utilize this time, this winter, this fall and winter season, to let go, to release. If you have not released it yet, release those heavy burdens that are keeping you chained, that are keeping you stuck, that are keeping you in this lack mentality, and open your energy field and open yourself up to receive the bigger things, receive the big love. Now I'm hearing that song from Fleetwood Mac. And to open up. This is going to change your vibration. This is going to change from a lack mindset mentality to an abundant one. So I love this for you guys. And yeah, thank you for being here. And please like, share, subscribe this video if you have stuck around this long. It really helps the channel, but I will see you guys on the next round. Thank you for being here. Blessed be. Bye.